Pretty much any company out there needs a way to manage meeting rooms, and at some point, as your organization grows, you will no longer be able to rely on Google Calendar and might be looking for a dedicated solution. That's what we're talking about in this video. I'm gonna walk you through main features and use cases, zoom in into companies like Archie, Skedda, Tactic, and Joan, give you an overview of pricing for different solutions out there, and ultimately I'm hoping to help you make the right choice for your business. Now, the main things you want to look for are a smooth user experience, making it easy for your employees or your people to find available meeting spaces and reserve them, and being able to run more efficient operations. That means reducing no-shows, that means understanding overutilized or underutilized spaces and conference rooms within your office, and ultimately being able to, on one hand, meet the needs of your people, and on the other hand, have an understanding of how your office is used and how you can optimize things. Let's start by taking a look at Archie. Archie is a powerful software to manage your meeting rooms that allows your employees to find a meeting room quickly, being able to visually see where rooms are located, and also from an admin side to leverage floor plans to manage meeting rooms and other bookable spaces. Some of the other interesting features are check-ins to avoid no-shows or abandoned meetings. These can be virtual check-ins or physicals once your employees are accessing the meeting room. Recurring bookings for meetings that are happening in the same room at the same time on a weekly basis, for example. Those can be set up easily. There are even privacy control features for sensitive meetings whenever you don't want your entire organization to know that a meeting is taking place. There are restrictions, for example, on how far in advance you can book a certain space, powerful integrations with access control systems, as well as other software. So it's a complete solution that's pretty great from the employee perspective and allows admin to gain valuable insights into office usage trends, over or underutilization of certain spaces, of certain conference rooms, and over time being able to optimize those processes, optimize the layout of your office based on the data that is gathered. Another great solution is Skedda. It comes with interesting features like booking allowance, for instance. If you have a specific allowance for employees or teams, then you can deduct the time already used, for example, throughout the month in reserving meeting room spaces. Integrations with project management tools, for instance. So whenever you have meetings, they're probably connected to a certain project or initiative. So that integration helps with that. Obviously, there is a mobile app and analytics like all solutions out there. So overall, it's a pretty complete software that's worth looking at. Tactic offers something similar. They also have meeting notes that can be integrated within the platform, attendees list. So there are a couple of granular features out there, but overall, it's relatively straightforward solution. Has all of the basic features. It may not have like particularly advanced customization options, but it can be a good starter solution for some companies. Another software is Joan. They allow bookings through calendar, touchscreen, or mobile app. You can extend the reservation to other resources, even outside of your office setup. And one thing that makes it a little bit different from other software is that you can also purchase hardware through their platform. So you can basically pay per device. So kind of like a tablet that you put outside of your meeting rooms, battery powered, and run everything through that. So there's also the possibility to reserve rooms without the piece of hardware outside of meeting rooms. It's really depends on what's the best user experience for your use case. For a lot of people, it's way easier to just reserve a resource from their desk, from their phone, instead of having to interact with a tablet outside of the meeting room. However, this is perhaps a good differentiator if you have a use case where it's interesting for you to purchase hardware and software from the same company and kind of like shape processes around that flow. One thing worth mentioning is that some solution might allow you to only purchase their meeting room solution, while others basically package that into their broader workplace offering. So that's more of a pricing topic, because you can always like have a broader solution and not use many of the other features, but it's also something to consider. When it comes to pricing, there are two main models: price based on the number of meeting rooms that were powered by the system, and based on number of users. And the difference can be pretty huge across different vendors based on that model. So if you look at a company like Archie, for a complete feature set, the cost is $159 a month. Tactic would be $125 a month. Envoy, we're looking at $1,500 to $3,500 a month. This example is based on 25 meeting rooms and 500 users. So that's for the mid-sized organization, let's say. Obviously, you would need to adapt the numbers based on your actual needs. Ultimately, to make an informed choice, aside from obvious pricing considerations, that's a very important aspect, what you'll want to do is to understand what workflows you want to have in place, how the meeting room booking and management should take place, which software you need to integrate with, and from there, look at how those processes would look like across different vendors. So a lot of the basic features everyone is offering, and also some integrations everyone is offering. So it really comes down to whether something fits your use case and whether there are, I don't know, things that you really don't need and might be forced to pay for with a certain solutions, versus being able to customize your plan to only pay for the stuff that you're actually going to use. I'm hoping you found this video helpful. We're creating more content to help you run a smoother and smarter workplace, so stay tuned for more.